So might as well.
That's right. They are chomping at the bit. So, what do you do?
Cliffhanger last session.
Yes, we did.
A bit, yeah.
They're ready to get their butts kicked some more. I mean,
Please, God, no.
It's a lot in life, really, right?
As long as there's not another rat, we'll be fine.
I like how that part of the map, the one with the rat guy, is obscured now. Whereas
Well, we can't see it.
Just don't mess with it.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, he's true. I obscure some stuff when there's people around or something's going on in there, and the other places where you've cleaned it out. At least what you think is cleaned out. But yes, we are ready to play. Well, you never know. So let's find out with this group.
D&D, just about everything.
All right, Thursday night D&D, a few minutes early, but you know who's going to complain? Not these guys. They missed me, so you know, and they were here an hour early again, ready to go. But let's do introductions as always. We'll do a quick recap from 2 weeks ago since we were at Gen Con enjoying ourselves. And then let's see if they can remember what the hell's going on. But Abdul, you're up first, please.
Well, obviously, my character's name is Abdul. He hasn't changed much since the last sessions. He's still meathead. Can't really think about anything. He's a Goliath barbarian.
And he
doesn't really like to solve anything. Just kind of likes to smash.
And doesn't do well in tight spaces.
Obviously, because we learned. Who would have thought?
Yeah, they're in a sewer, a tight space. Yeah, exactly. Osric.
Yeah, Osric Thornbottle's a stout halfling rogue. Unlike Abdel, he likes to solve things perhaps too much, and because of that, gets himself into trouble a lot.
Oh, he doesn't. Let's bring our volumes up a little bit more here. Alrighty, Ginmare.
I'm Ginmare, High Elven cleric, and a guy who gets hit in the testicles a lot for some reason.
Take him one for the team.
I forgot about that. Thank you for bringing up that little gem from last session. That's right. Just got nut shotted.
Better.
It
feels as if a week has passed. It's a lot better now.
Swelling's gone down. Grayax.
Yeah, Grayax is a dragonborn paladin who believes in preserving the peace if possible, and if he is unable to preserve the peace, he will resort to violence for the greater good.
Harsh words. Lionel.
Lionel Straight Arrow, a Tabaxi ranger who likes to think, but sometimes instincts take over and gets him into trouble.
True. Well, so last session they were in combat, having followed some clues to find a comrade of Volo's, a man by the name of Floon, who may have some information for them concerning the disappearance and the theft of a bunch of dragons and praetors, coins of the city of Waterdeep, and made their way to a warehouse area where they were ambushed by some bird-looking creatures, and after just finally dispatching those creatures, found a gentleman hiding in the back of the warehouse, but it ended up being Rainier Neverember, the son of the Open Lord of Waterdeep, who actually has done this heist. And him and Floon actually are good friends, and he was taken by what they believe was Xanathar's guild members. And it looks like the Zentarum were also there, tracked that all down, and a fight broke out right before the party got there. And that has been an ongoing circumstance happening in Waterdeep, that there has been an open war between the Zentarum Guild and Xanathar's Guild concerning, we're not sure what, but it has spilled out into the streets and has got everybody on their edge, and the city guard is out in force, slapping down the rules of the city everywhere, and actually showed up right after the fight ended at the warehouse, and they spoke with Rainier, and he kind of gave them some more information, and they ended up backtracking to find a sewer entrance that they are actually down in now, moving around through there. Got a small little gazer that they came in contact with, dispatched that balloon creature. I've gone after a couple of, well, they had a goblin or something shot. Well, who it shot? No, it wasn't Abdul. It was
Grayax.
Yeah, it was Grayax. That's right. Yeah, Grayax got a couple arrows coming from some holes in the wall in the main, one of the main cistern areas. They have tracked down, they followed some tracks through part of the complex here and knew that they had some individual they were tracking and ran into. Were going to start a fight, but when they entered the room, whoever was in there disappeared. And in the back, what was a grotesque toilet area, a gray ooze nutshotted Ginmayer and killed him. It was kind of funny for the rest of us, but he didn't think so. But they healed him. So then they followed some more tracks, and down in the southern part of this area, they found a little entrance or underground passageway back up to a tavern area, but were confronted by a humanoid rat creature who put down Lionel, didn't he? Yeah, I think so. But held his attacks to let them retreat, as they just did not come back to this area. So they backtrack again, and I took pity upon them for a moment, but the map basically has a small dividend that needs to be fixed, but they were able to discover while they were recuperating and figuring out what to do next, and and pondering the bad choices of life that they've made. There is a small crack in the wall right across from where Abdul's standing. Small. And they see something funny about the wall there. And that is where we pick up, guys. Well, and they leveled up. We did go ahead and give them a level, even though they need to really have a long rest to do all that. But, I'm a pushover. And
such a generous
DM.
I am. I don't get that enough. And everybody should mark. And you guys too. We'll be having birthday week celebration starting Monday for the whole week. My birthday's next Saturday, and on this channel, these guys are all new. But we give away prizes to celebrate my birthday. And so I'll post that up this weekend. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'll probably try to do a little streaming either Saturday or Sunday and give away things. But I think for y'all's session on Thursday night, we're giving away some dice in a bag and the essentials, the new boxed essentials kit, starter kit that goes along after Lost Mines and add-on. What adds on? It's not companions. What do they call them? Sidekicks.
I've got it right here in front of me.
Yeah, sidekicks. Yeah, sidekicks. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to open up my box, but I bought another one that we'll give away. We're going to be giving away the Acquisitions Incorporated book, hardback book, on Tuesday night with dice, and Friday night on the Wizards channel. We're giving away more dice and the 65 PDF collection from Total Party Kills Game, their whole published library, out to a lucky winner, and more dice and dice. And Monday night's just dice and a dice holder. So anyway, that being said, it's back to the deal. We're in Xanathar's hideout, and lovely Syrinscape published all these new sound sets, and it's awesome. I'm going to play some Ankle Deep in a Stinky Sewer. And you know what? That's just what the guys are. They're ankle deep in a stinky sewer. So, gents, enough of my rambling. It's up to y'all now. Entertain the masses. Actually, there's probably only a few people watching tonight, but those that are, welcome. Good to see you. Let's have some fun. What are we doing?
I would just like to comment, I'm not ankle deep, I'm like toe deep.
Oh, well, I should try to rub it in there till it's fine.
We'll take care of that in a second. He'll trip and fall down face first.
Yeah.
Drag your ass behind you.
All right.
Well,
yep. Baboon,
If I was
what's
the
up?
one who saw the door, I will go over to the door and take a look at it and make sure everybody knows it's there.
You are free to move over there, sir. Oh my God.
Splish splash.
What are you doing?
And you die.
Trying. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
And do the rogue tango and check it for traps in the lock.
Roll away, sir, in the tower. It's good to see you, Chucky. We need to catch up. I'll actually check in with you. I think you said you're streaming Saturday morning, so so like I said, that's my coffee and your show is what I wake up to, Chuck. Your lovely face.
Can't wait for the party member to get decapitated. Right in
There
front
you
of
go. All right, yeah, you find and discover there is a door there, and it does not appear to be locked or trapped.
Excellent.
You think?
Looks okay to me, but just in case, why don't you guys open this?
And the NFL's on tonight. I am so happy. Pittsburgh plays tomorrow night. All right.
It's preseason, but I don't care.
Preseason, yeah, but I don't care. I just like having it on. I have it on all the time. All right. So you step away from the door.
I do. I think I'll let somebody else have the honor of opening it this time.
Well, you see, it'd be kind of. I can't really open it. Well, I can't really move my arms in such a small space.
what?
I can't move. Other than
Which I could
walking,
call
I
it-
cannot move.
What? This is width-wise, though.
Abdul, he
Oh.
can squeeze through there. It's just he's at a disadvantage on lots of stuff because of his size.
Well, then I'll go ahead and I'll do it. Man, you guys are useless.
Well, Grey
I got
Axe
it,
moved
don't
up.
Worry.
Don't
I'll
worry,
open
I've read
it.
a book about this.
You guys can all seem to do anything without me. How in the world you get along in this world anyway?
I read a lot of books.
By smashing.
I open it up. Since no one wants to open it, step forward. No, y'all are. Actually, come on, damn it, Matt. Do you do fantasy grounds or what, Duff?
By
Here,
all means, I'll go in, but
you open it up,
if it's the right size.
and there is a passageway. And the torchlight from, I think Grey Axe, don't you? You're standing in Grey Axe because, you don't have dark vision. You're Dragonborn. Yep, that's right. So, your torchlight, and you see a hallway going down. Kind of angles down a little bit, and then there is actually, that's a door there. I shouldn't be able to
I'm sorry about this, but I have to go let my dogs outside in the backyard real quick.
go. There is a door.
Well, guys, I see a hallway. There's a door at the end, so
I'll take a look. Is the floor wet?
It's damp. It's just from being so close to the waterway there.
Yeah, I was just going to see if somebody may have tracked water in here recently.
Perception check. You don't see any footsteps or anything in this area. Looks like it's not been traipsed through in a while.
Over to the door then.
Okay. Mommy must be
And
home.
do the same
Yep.
thing again.
Mommy's home. All right, roll away. Same thing. You see a door.
Alright, I'll open it this time. Just trying to switch the order in this little hallway would be a pain in the butt.
Well, you can move through people.
Yeah,
Really?
but I'll do it. I mean,
Yeah. All right.
I will be right behind you.
All right. You peek through the door, and you see
Sword and shield.
a little open area, T intersection. There seems to be. Really? Mommy's home, and the dogs are upset, so she has
let
not
me
come and
sing
got
you the
them.
song of my people.
Yeah.
Um,
There seems to be, from your vantage point, little open area, and there's a stairwell going down, and then you see a little hallway to the north. I'm gonna shut my
I'll
door.
move to the corner and wave everybody in behind me.
All right.
there and try and peer down the stairs.
Well,
with
all right. Your torchlight. Yep. And you'll see actually a little bit more too. You'll see straight
Sorry about that.
up in the hallway. And there's another door, and it is open, slightly open. And you see your torch light kind of lights up the stairwell into another room. Make me a perception check, please.
Tower or normal?
Tower. Por favor. Oh, nicely done. You hear something. For a moment, it sounded like a wind, but then it catches you. You know, paying attention a little bit more, and it is actually. Well, I didn't mean to do that yet. Let's go back. You hear it's maybe whispering. Something's kind of. Yeah, there's something speaking down. Yep.
I turn around to Osric and kind of whisper in a low voice, as to not try and make myself known at the moment, that I think I hear voices coming from the stairwell. Let the rest of the group to kind of relax. Let them know to relax.
All right. I'll nod in understanding, and then I'll, with my hand motions, I'll point to myself and then point to the stairs, let them know I'm going to try to sneak down and get a little closer.
Abdul squeezes in. Who else is there? I can't see who else that is.
Genmare in.
That's Genmare on me.
Okay. Osric, you move down, and you see into an open room area here.
In case it wasn't obvious, I am going to try to be stealthy.
Well, as you move down there and you're stealthily, you begin to hear, it is a voice, and it's chatting with it's definitely a deep voice, a male voice that you hear, and they're here finally. And it's got a raspy, kind of a slithering voice to it. Yes, we've been expecting you. And you look, and in the middle of what's just kind of an empty room, you see this stone pillar. And it's off in the pillar facing you, there's a small stone circle in it. Perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from it. And in the middle of this circle is a small little another indentation, and you see this hand, very purplish tentacle hand. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, she's listening to it. She likes sitting at the door, listening to the voices that I make. Yes, dear. The other dogs have been fed. Okay. How was your day? Okay. See ya. And standing next to this contraption, this pillar, is this thing. You don't know his name, but you still get to see it. But he doesn't have the brains. He's just standing there.
I really wanted him to have them.
Yeah, and you can see, and this is Osric season, and you see tentacles kind of, under his chin and mouth there, kind of flailing around and all that. And he's just looking at you, and he's, yes, expecting you. Please leave my little baby alone, would you? And he kind of twists his hand, and you see he's got something that's in the indentation in the middle of this pillar. And he kind of twists it and all that, and you hear this whoop, and he basically just kind of slides out of your view to the south.
Do I have any idea what that was?
You can make me a nature check.
I do.
Yeah, you can make me a nature check.
What does Osric know?
That's right.
What kind of check?
Nature.
Nature? Oh, no, goodness.
Yep. You have heard of a creature. You have never run into one yet, but you believe they're called mind flayers?
I turn around to Grex and go, I don't think we're supposed to be here. Perhaps we should just let this guy alone and go about our business.
And off in the far distance, help, help, and then shut up, back, and you hear this crack bone. And you heard another voice off in the darkness.
Then again,
Sounds like they need our help.
Osric closes his eyes in defeat. You're right. They do. I guess we're gonna go in then. I'm mumbling something about the honor of paladins as I walk down the stairs.
Can you move forward, Leo?
If it is not of the natural world, we must put it into
Well,
it.
you move farther down, and you're going to see into the room, and the creature's not there. Up against the southern wall, however, is a glowing portal, just kind of emanating out from the stone right here. And it is closing. You can see it, it's shrinking little by little.
Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to the portal before it closes. How unfortunate.
And then off here, you see some doors that are cracked open, and a arrow comes flying right by your head and slams into the stone steps coming from that door, and you're and then you hear the door shut. Y'all may roll me initiatives.
Yay!
And yeah, help me! I said shut up! And it's a big gruff voice, and you're oh! And you just something heavy hits the floor.
Man, he'll be
Starting
okay.
off great again tonight, boys.
He'll shrug it off in the morning.
Second place, senor.
All right, Lionel.
Going to get down in there, but I'm not going to go toward the.
Okay.
Throw a grenade, Lionel.
Actually, wanted to go into the corner if you could, please.
Where's the grenade?
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. And yeah, you run by and you see a little hallway, and there's a door there that is shut. And you see a little hallway also. Uh-oh. Who am I picking? Oh, some of y'all's giving me some reverb. There you go. And the portal is still shrinking.
That really messed with me.
Gonna knock an arrow and hold my action.
Don't worry about it.
All right. 1 second. Let me see. Alright. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay. Ginmare.
Dang, I can't really see all too well.
Yeah, you're up at the top of the stairs kind of looking down, so you don't
Oh,
see a good bit of that
there?
room. Yeah, you could see down probably to where the carving stone pillar is, and that's about it. There's nothing moving around in there.
I'll cast. Shield of Faith on Grey Axe. Do you need me to do anything with that?
Shield of Faith. Let me take a look.
Wait, I need to open it with the magnifying glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Drop it
And
on it.
there you go. Uh-huh. Yep. You're learning. Boom.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn there. So let me go to next turn.
Ostric?
Yep, I am going to draw my short bow, move to that hallway in the north.
Okay, yeah, and you'll see as soon as you move in there, there is a door there.
And
Awesome.
then I will, as a bonus action, hide.
You hope.
Or try to.
You can roll stealth in the tower, please. Okay, thank you. Anything else?
I am done.
Pass your turn, please. Por favor.
How do I do that?
That's the down arrow at the bottom of the combat tracker where it says next actor. It's a little down arrow. There you go.
I think I asked you that last time.
Yeah, hey, we had 2 weeks off. Abdul, what would you like to do?
Well, that's a good question. Guess I'll head here.
Runs down the stairs. Whoa. Yep.
Yeah, I have my battle axe out. That's all I can do.
Okay. Okay. The door. Let's see. There are yourself. Oh crap, where's my... Didn't move it. Power over here. Alrighty. Abdul. The arrow will come flying and it hits the stone pillar right in front of you. And you hear, damn it! And Grax.
Do I have any sense of direction where that came from? Or is
It's
this
the door straight ahead. There's a little crease in the door.
Gonna move to here. And drop the torch onto the ground and draw my shield out.
Okay.
And that'll be that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Lionel.
Can I see anything? Is that like an arrow slit in the doors?
It's just the doors are kind of cracked open just enough to pull the arrow shot through. We're here. I'm hearing my. You've got your speakers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing myself talk from you. There you go. That may. Well. Okay. I think that's it. Let me list 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you may have to go to push to talk with that because I was hearing myself.
Yep, I am.
There. Wow, that's a huge delay then. Alright. But yeah, the door was slightly cracked just for enough for an arrow to come flying out of there.
How about now? Is that any better?
Yep, I didn't hear anything.
Okay. So can I see any movement through there?
There is something.
Like shot off?
You don't see any now. The door. Perception check. Let's see if you beat his stealth. You don't need to roll the tower. Just roll it out. Okay. So for a brief moment, you saw a. Let me. Well, you can't really. You'll see him in the combat tracker. You target him there. Okay.
Did I get him? Yeah, okay.
He's targeted. Yes, he is.
Oh.
No, they don't, dog.
Wow.
And your arrow, yeah, it skimmies right through the door, and you hear the thud. I mean, sickening thud. Yeah.
There's more where that came from. Give yourselves up.
All right. And the doors just, I mean, you see these hands reach in and they just pull these doors apart and it just rips out. And this huge, big as Abdul, bending down, and it just comes stomping out. And basically, it is, it looks like a dwarf, but he's dark black skin, sooty black skin. And but he's huge, and he just, bending down, and he just comes crashing in there. Yeah, I'm gonna take all you got. And he has this war pick in his hand, and he just runs right up onto Grey Axe, and he swings this thing. Oh, wow. Son of a brewski.
Welcome back.
Ooh.
Looks like it's gonna be Grey Axe getting hit in the balls.
Grey Axe is gonna get this.
Oh. Wow. That was really good rolls.
Grey Axe gets brained, and he turns, and there. What did you say? There's more, and he's saying it in a heavy, dark, deep voice, and it's broken apart. His uttering of this speech. You invaded my home, and now I kill you all. And he continues to run up to face Abdul. Jinmare.
Genmare?
Yeah. Jinmare. Yeah. I always want to say Jinmare. Condom's good, dog.
I don't have to focus on a spell anymore.
We're going to do a recap on the Wizards channel on the 19th.
Take out my crossbow.
But birthday celebration next week, buddy. All right.
Change. That to carried. Change crossbow. Okay, good. All right. Do I get to? Can I shoot this turn or no?
If you can, crossbow's free interaction. You can draw it and load it up. Yeah. Yes, we do play next week, dog.
Is he within my view to fire on him, or is he obscure?
You'd need to maybe move down 5 more feet.
Taller than me.
Yeah, he's big. Looks like a dwarf, but he's big for some reason.
So if I take a step,
you step a step down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him.
There?
Yeah. Step down the steps.
Step down. Oh, okay.
The steps are going down.
Yeah. I was just gonna step to the left a little bit. My left, anyway.
Well, you can, but that doesn't really get you down. You need to be about halfway down. That's what I'm saying. So, into the room. That's all.
Alright, I'll take a shot at it.
But you've got a shot on him now. Just don't roll a 1.
Oops. There we go. Not great.
Yeah, they picked up right where they left off. You can do your inspiration if you want.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay. There you go. That's a hit.
Okay.
Thump. And slams into his thigh. Oh! It's a bit of a tickle. Osric.
Alright, well, I'm going to stay hidden. If I need to roll another stealth, let me know. Otherwise, then use the other one.
right now, no one sees you. The only creatures in there is this big, black sooted, oversized dwarf.
Then I will fire from hidden.
Yeah, well, in 5e, hiding as stealth is your stealth is just so to be perceived and all that. But as far as your sneak attack right now, if you're asking if you got it, you're kind of behind him. So yeah, because he's facing Abdul. So
I mean, 5th edition sneak attack. As long as I've got an ally next to him.
That's right.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just
yeah.
I was just wondering if I get advantage on the attack roll or not.
Because you got to remember. Yeah. So kind of in your positioning, you just got to ask. Remember, you have to be behind a line that bisects a creature, and I'll give you that from your positioning. So that gives you advantage on the shot. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. And that'd be a critical.
Wow. You guys don't need anything.
That one slams into him and it hits the side and buries deep into his chest. Oh, they want to play. But you see a little blood kind of comes out of the corner of his mouth. He kind of slumped over for a second. That one bit hard.
I ain't moving from where I'm at though.
Okay.
Hit him, Abdel. Finish him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my great axe and. Oh, I have to target him. My bad.
Oh no.
Anyway, so I'm using inspiration.
There you go. I didn't play the derp.
I already have him targeted, but.
Yep. Oh. Wow. So sorry.
Okay.
Don't forget your rage too.
I used it all.
Have you used them all? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Unless that level up reset everything.
No, y'all need a long rest before that'll happen. Yeah.
So all my rage is used.
Okay. Yep. All right. If you're doing anything else, or
my bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
And well, actually, Grayax won't see anything because he's dead. But there, the doors. Lionel, you'll see. Yeah, you've got dark vision. So where the doors are pulled apart into the room here, there's a dead goblin on the floor, and laying on the floor, tied up, is not Snow. Where is he? Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, we put him right here. He is.
Letter G itself.
Yeah, that's someone standing over it. There you go. Hold on. Here is a medium humanoid type individual. He's got some, looks like he's beat up. There's kind of blood on the front of him. Looks like he was wearing some nice clothes, but they're not nice anymore. Standing over, right, kind of over, but because I can't put him on top of him and all. Is this large, half-orc humanoid creature that is kind of in it, holding a dagger in his hand, and he's like he's protecting, and he says, "You shall die for coming down here." And he just kind of grunts. "It's not smart to mess with Xanathar." And he kind of waves his hand. No, it actually not quite his turn yet, but that's what you see. Standing next to the other creature, but there's what ran up was another goblin type. And "You kill my brother, you die." And he's going to try to shoot Lionel. Oh, Lionel.
Wow.
He hit you.
Oh.
And then also in the back, you'll see kind of another human kind of sneaking through, moving across. Whoops, wrong token. Moves kind of across the back of the wall, doing something. Just kind of ran by the opening. Grax, that was your death save. Not good. And then, kind of crawling along, kind of hopping like a puppy dog, is this creature. Comes kind of bounding down and around the corner. And it looks like a brain with legs.
Wow.
It's the best.
This room is full of things that are just weird.
Best thing you could tell, yes. And it kind of stands in the doorway. And
We
it's
should
just...
have had the rat help us.
it's kind of like sniffing. You think if it was a dog, it would be like sniffing the air, and then it just kind of makes its way over to Gray Axe.
God.
And oh man. It is basically sniffing Gray Axe, and it's moving, and what it does, it sniffs, and then it kind of pushes them. Gray Axe kind of lays you out, you're just kind of laying on your back, and it just steps up onto your chest, kind of pawing you like a cat does, pushing down on your chest and all that, and then you see the brain part just kind of start moving toward Gray Axe's head.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then the big half-orc creature, he will waves his hands. Help me! Help me! Help me! Lionel.
No.
Have your ratings been down, Duff? What's going on? Kill us all here.
That was not my choice.
Well, I see this thing on top of Gray Axe, and I'm going to target him.
Yeah, that creature's
First
voice
target.
sounds very familiar to y'all too. The one that's standing over Abdul, as in the voice that y'all heard in the other room earlier, telling you not to come in and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on myself.
Yep.
Inspiration.
We're using all our inspiration.
We need some
Hopefully you
viewers.
get better.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Alright, there we go.
All right, let me make sure something here too.
No, for the love of God, don't
Yep.
crit me.
All right, nope, you're fine. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he pulls this war pick around, and he stumbled a little bit. They're level 2 now, dog, but they haven't had a long rest yet, so they haven't got access to everything. But I did let them level up because of this taking pity on him. But the arrow from Osric had done some serious damage, and he kind of stumbled in this. He lost his bounce a little bit, and his arms ricocheted into the pillar that is standing there. And he just growls. Get him here.
Can I target the brain creature?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's standing on top of Gray Axe, sniffing him.
Okay.
He might actually be licking him if he had a tongue.
Well, this is kind of risky, but from where I'm standing, there's not a lot of options, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a shot. Gods be with this crossbow bolt right now. Yeah. Well, I missed. At least it wasn't too bad. Yeah. I'll step a little bit further down the staircase, I guess. And then end my turn.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Osric.
Here you go, Ezra. Make us proud.
Yeah. Interesting. I see a brain sniffing at our fallen companion here. I'm going to hold onto the bow in one hand, but draw my rapier with the other. And I'm gonna walk right up to the brain creature.
Yeah, he's
Is he
gonna
in
be
the same square as Grey?
Yeah, he is. I'm just so I'll put him.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, you move him 5 feet, put you here, and he's right there. So. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stab him with the rapier.
Now you have. I don't know if that's who you have targeted.
I do not. Thank you for letting me know.
I'm gonna let y'all don't know what they are, but I'm gonna let you know.
I got him targeted now.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any special conditions. Just as a regular, straight up rapiers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Time to use my inspiration.
Wow, y'all are really. Ooh.
We're struggling.
That hit.
Oh, Jesus.
Partially resisted 2 damage. Alright.
Yippee! Well, at least he's distracted from licking this dude's brain.
Yeah.
For now.
You hear, if it had a mouth, it would be growling at you, as its head kind of moves, cuts towards and looks at you.
That was my intent.
Okay.
Come at me, bro. Done.
Once again on this guy.
Yep. Oh!
Hey,
There we go.
Fine.
that's gonna hurt a lot.
Did you need anything you want to say to him? Anything you want to say to him?
We won't be staying.
Yeah, so you hit him, and it just crushes into him. And when it does, and you see his, the life force leaving him, the body actually begins to shrink. And it basically then forms, and what you're staring at is a dwarf, a black-skinned, small dwarf creature before you. And he is dead.
He dropped the war pick.
He dropped a war pick. Yes, he did.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you can if you want it. Here, let me. I can put one in the. I'll put it in the party sheet so that you can. Let me see. Inspiration Abdul. Oh, Devil Dog, you're a good man. Inspiration for Abdul.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gary's been around since almost day 1 with the stream and plays Monday nights Deadlands. What am I doing? I'm getting you a
war pick.
I thought I could pull it out of there. Let me get a weapon. In the party sheet, it is inventory. But god dang it. There.
Ooh.
Yep. You may pull it out of the party sheet and drag it to your inventory.
Oh, okay. And then, as this happens, I'm going to step in front of the door.
Okay. Yep. So what you see is the goblin standing there, rethreading his bow. He's got a little short bow. The half-orc creature basically is beginning to charge you as you're moving to it, and you'll see in the room here. There's some blood on the ground and filth where whoever this, in this human down here is on the floor. You think it's Floon, the description, what you've gotten, but they seem to have been beating the snot out of him. And you see a hallway to the south and a couple, you don't have dark vision, so it's the torch from Grey Axe is behind you, so that's about I'm being generous there. And then you see, yes, another humanoid creature back in the corner there, kind of sneaking around. He's got a light crossbow he's aiming, and he looks familiar to you also. You saw this man get the snot beat out of him in the yawning portal.
Yeah. And I stepped up 20, I think, so I'm going to step up closer to him realizing that was
Well, yeah,
standing in front of
Prince
the
is the
goblin.
guy. Yeah, the half orc here. Y'all wouldn't know his name, but it doesn't matter right now. Yeah, but you can step into the goblin too. But the half orc is there, and he's ready to attack you also. And the goblins, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, and the goblin will. Let's see. Is he smart enough? Let's see. Okay, he's smart enough to know that he needs to do a disengage to get away from you, and he will step back 5, 10, 20 over here, and then he will fire his.
Disengage.
He disengage. He has an He has a bonus action that he can do that.
Yeah.
But he can fire and he slams an arrow into you. Ooh. So does this individual in the back. And he pulls out a crossbow. And he fires and hits you. Apparently I want to...
I'll die for your sins. Oh.
Oh no.
Were those 2 nat 1s?
No, he failed his first one, and that one is a double failure, unless someone wants to give him inspiration.
I'll give him my inspiration I just got.
That was a nat 1. Oh, he just died.
Take it, Grey Axe.
Grey Axe, hold on a second. So, I'll take those out. You may roll.
Pick up the death save dice.
Yeah, so basically, just click that death save die once. Oh my god.
No!
Oh,
It's not a double failure.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Yeah,
at least it wasn't a 1.
it was not a 1
We need to
again.
cover you. There's nothing by you.
I can heal him.
Oh, this is rough tonight.
I'm not
This is a way
feeling too good either.
come back from the con. Because wait a second. Because now, unfortunately, the intellect valor is yeah, I know. Okay, he basically is Grey Axe. Even in your unconscious state, they need it, dude. Yeah, Gary, they do. They unfortunately this get a little butt kicking here to get in this what's happening here, and it's basically it's even you're being dead, your intelligence, it's fighting you. It's trying to invade your brain, basically. You can feel it crawling around even inside your skull as it's trying to find an opening to inject itself into your body. You're welcome. Gumshar, will, he didn't have a choice. He's going to raise his hands and he points a finger at Abdul, and a burst of flames, a cone of fire, shoots out at you, Abdul. And you save, so you only take half that damage. As you get lit up, you get a sunburn. Lionel.
I don't know why Hunter's mark didn't stay on me.
You just you see what it's saying. Self roll on next roll. Oh, it's here. There.
Yeah, you do it every round because that way you can move it to another creature later.
Yeah, but it expended on his roll. It was coded wrong, so it's good. I probably coded it. I clicked the wrong one. That's a hit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. Genmare.
I'll move there. Right.
Right next to him. Yep.
Spirit of Dying.
Okay.
I'll grab.
Just kick him. Just kick him.
Ax's hand. Kick him in the face. Magical kick.
Yep, that's right. You're feeling that shot and he needs to return. And maybe that'll wake him up.
All right.
And then just drag that should drag, you got an effect to drag to him when you do that. Shouldn't you? No?
No, I don't think so.
Let me see, spare the dying. It should, I'll code it for you. It puts stable, in the effects. If you go over to the effects, the little zombie man in the upper right hand corner, open that up and grab stable and drag and drop that on him. There you go. Now he's stabled out and he won't have to worry about rolls anymore.
All better.
Yep.
Do I still have movement left?
I think you have 15.
I'm going to jump back to there. Alright. And that'll be the end.
Okay. Ostrich?
I'm trying to get this thing away from Gray Axe if I can, but he apparently doesn't seem to. I'm not bothering him enough. So I am going to try stabbing him again. Well, how big is this thing?
It's a small creature.
So
tiny, actually. It's a brain size. It's tiny.
Really?
Yep.
Then I'm going to try to pick it up.
You can so it's a grapple to fight it, so it's strength on strength. So you'll need to roll a strength check against it thwarts.
Oh, Jesus.
It thwarts your
course it
ability
does.
to grab it.
Good lord. These dice. Okay, I think that's an action though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will use my bonus action, I guess, to stand over Gray Axe until he can get up. Because I want to try to block this thing from getting to his head.
Okay, well, yeah, he's basically standing on Gray Axe. So he's basically on his chest, looking down at his face and looking back up. It moves. You see it kind of. If it had eyes, it's looking back up and down, but it's definitely keeping. If it had concentration on Gray Axe, and you didn't help much.
Nope.
Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Yep.
But I think that's all I can do unless I want to move, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to just keep brandishing my rapier at it, try to keep it distracted.
Okay.
Making sure its thoughts don't run away with it. Hey.
I'm disengaging.
Well, there is nothing next to you. So Floon is on the ground. He's tied up. Gumshar is. There's no one within 5 feet of you, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go. It's on Gray Axe, right? The brain.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna step here.
Okay.
And I will attempt to smack it.
Okay. Yep.
Need a target.
Hit.
Ooh.
You hit it hard.
Then I will say to our high elf cleric that I need healing.
Yeah.
I'll
help you there, Chief.
What is the distance on that? Yeah, alright, so Lionel, you're gonna see the goblin moves over here and tries to shoot you. Oh man. Pow. This one. He is going to Grayax, you are stable, so there's not much you can do. You're not dying out, at least. I'll put it that way. The Intellect Devour. Yeah, he's gonna do what he wants to do. Initiated intelligence contest. All right, yeah. So once again, he looks down, staring deep into your mind, and you need to give me an intelligence check, Grayax. Oh my god.
Oh.
A save or just check?
It is a.
Oh, it's the same bonuses.
It's the same thing. Yeah, they're the same. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, big book guy.
Smart
You
as
have-
Abdel, I see.
You have inspiration.
Do it.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh no.
Oh man, oh man, y'all are seeing the Intellect Devour begin. He is starting to shrink. The brain, basically, is before y'all. Gumshark will move left here. Scene, Genmare, fire, and a firebolt. A bolt of fire comes flying and slams into Lionel.
What was I concentrating on?
I
I guess it thought that my +2 AC bonus thing was still going.
I think because I think yeah, that's what it is.
Your
Yeah,
axe went down.
yeah. Oh, that's off of him now then too. So yeah, I'll pull it off. Yeah. All right, Lionel.
Down to that corner.
Okay. Yeah, you can put yourself in the corner there too if you want.
Okay.
Even though it's not a full square, but I allow that. Yeah.
I didn't want to get yelled at.
Nope. You're fine. Nope. Yes, he hits it just before it disappears into Grayax's form, and it explodes. And you hear Lionel, as though when it happens, there is a hiss. My precious, you'll pay for that. And you hear it in your head. We shall meet again, my little baby. Genmare.
We must return fire with superior fire.
Y'all been saying that for 3 sessions now.
Ouch.
Oh! He takes out the half-orc. He
Nice. Well done.
drops. He slams back up against the wall. The arrow striking his chest cavity, hitting his heart. And he slams back and slouches down. No! This little goblin voice. No, master!
Who is this guy?
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll end my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move over to. So, I'll move up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. You can see the goblin over there knocking an arrow in the hallway. Osric.
Okay. I'm gonna move to the corner here.
There's no corner there. Yeah, but there's no doors there, just so you know. So
Yep.
you're basically looking into the room. Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah. I just want to see what I can see from there.
Yep. So you with your dark vision, yeah, you see the goblin there fumbling for his arrow. You see the dead bodies there, laying, and then basically in the there's a platform to the south there, and there's some stairs going up. And it's kind of like a little raised platform, and there is a like a little stone seat, just a little indentation, kind of like right here, and that's about it in this area, except for where what you'd believe is Floon there, collapsed, unconscious now. And then the goblin, and you see some hallways, and definitely more to another one to the north there, and that's about it. Nothing else is moving in the room.
All right, I'm going to use the corner here, the wall, to like hide from the goblin, if that's possible.
You're right out in the open right now. Make me a stealth check in the tower. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. All right, that's all I need to know.
And then I'm going to attack him from there. And I just need to know whether I have advantage or not.
No, you did. No, you do not.
Okay.
Yep. You still hit him though.
All right. I'm right here.
He
Come
looks
on
up,
out, you.
and then he looks at the arrow sticking in his chest. And he kind of staggers back a little bit.
Come on out there. I'll meet you in the middle if you want.
Cocky. I like it.
Abdul?
That's it for now.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not really much I can do because I'll die otherwise. Just
Only live
step
once.
over here so I can at least see in front of me,
Yep.
and I'll take out my javelin.
Okay.
That'll be about it for right now.
All right. Well, the goblin's got Ostrich got goblin's attention, so he raises up his short bow and fires and misses. And then you will hear, "Yeah, not so funny." To your south, this guy comes around the corner, levels a crossbow, and fires, and he also misses.
Wow.
Gray Axe is in heavenly sleep. Lionel, truly pondering life's bad choices that he has made. Actually,
over there.
We don't have a half-orc yelling anymore, so we can just go to some regular.
Be kind of distraught if he was.
All right.
Corpse is reanimating just to scream.
I'm going to kneel down and touch Gray
And
Axe.
Feel Gray Axe up. All right.
Good one.
And when he opens his eyes,
Yep.
I'm gonna hold up hand and say, "Dragon One, how many fingers do you see?"
4.
Oh no, it's worse than we thought. I have no fingers. I only have a claw.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Your hunter's mark will drop off then, though, won't it?
I don't know. It says
Let me
it's
see.
good for an hour. It doesn't say
It is. Let me make sure you what did you cure wounds? Is that a cat?
That's the first
No,
level spell.
it's an instantaneous. He wouldn't lose concentration.
Yeah, that's
on
what I'm
the
saying.
mark.
I didn't see it. I've got it. Yeah, I'll go back. That's all I need to know. I can't remember. So, okay, Genmir.
I'll. Let's see what I've got. Any good options? Oh, nah. I'll just move here.
Okay. You see the goblin.
And I'll take a shot at Goblin with my crossbow. Brace yourself, Osric, if this misses.
No, you're okay there. You've got a better angle. So yeah. Sometime I'll let you know. If I say don't roll a 1, then you know that you don't want to roll a 1. You're good though. I've beat y'all up enough tonight. Oh, but look at that! Look at that! He gets the Batman anyway.
Oh, stick him to the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. That lifts him up and slams him into the wall, and he just hangs there, and the feet twitches, and the feet don't even touch the ground. And his head just kind of lops off, lops to the side, and he dies.
See, if you'd met me in the middle, that wouldn't have happened.
Probably
All
would
right.
happen still.
Anything else?
It's a good question. No, I'll just stay put.
Okay. Osric.
All right, I'm looking at this guy with the crossbow. He's got a crossbow, you said, right?
Yes, he does.
I look at him, draw my rapier, hold the bow in one hand, got the rapier in the other, and I run up to him. Fortune favors the bold!
Wow.
Apparently, the halfling going bonsai maneuver.
More like kamikaze.
Kamikaze, that's what I meant to say. Thank you.
Oh.
Bill?
Very nice.
Can you shoot me from there?
Jesus.
That rapier just kind of enters from the groin area and straight on up. And he crumples to the ground, and it becomes eerily quiet then, gentlemen.
Because I don't trust this, I kick the... Because I don't quite trust this, I will kick the crossbow away from his body.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and you see from where you're standing, it looks to be a little bear. There's some dirty blankets and cots and all that, and you kind of see what looks like, like a little a little station area of sleeping quarters. And it is quiet, except for the moaning of this individual laying on the ground, plus the moaning of Grayax, who seems to have a really bad headache right now.
First thing I'll do, is, of course, is check if Grayax is okay.
I've seen better days.
My eyes go wide. I'm like, you're strong. I like this one.
What happened?
You thought I had fingers.
And I will unlock the tokens for a moment because there's
Wait,
nothing.
you don't have fingers?
No.
Oh.
A walking brain very nearly took up permanent residence in your head?
Did you just lose your fingers recently, Leo?
Look at me. What do I look like?
A rat?
Oh.
Sleep with one eye open, my friend.
Will do.
I'd like to heal Abdel.
Y'all are free. There's the tokens are unlocked. Y'all
Alright.
can move around. You can tell me what's going on. Yep.
That feels somewhat good. Adequate. Let's see. And is the torch still on the ground?
Yes, it is.
Grayax, you want to pick up that torch?
As he picks himself up.
Yeah.
If Genmir's taking a look at this tied up dude, I'm gonna just make a once over of the room to make sure there's nobody hiding in him.
you nothing in the room. You go down to the other areas, and you will see. Looks like the stuff is kind of just some empty, rooms. Trash is thrown in them. Nothing of value in the front two. Then you kick around in here, and there's definitely people have, there's some sleeping quarters, but you don't see anything of value in this area.
So can the war pick be used in combat?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not
take
in
it. You need to grab. Okay. Yeah. If you grab it, let me see. In your inventory, you need to equip it. You've got it just carried. So change the little icon to the keep to where it shows the. It looks like it's armor. That's there you go. Then it'll be in your actions tab.
Yeah, there. Okay.
Yep.
So as I approach this guy, I'll be like, "Flown."
His eyes are fluttered. He has got the snot beat out of him. He is barely. You can tell that he is hanging on for dear life.
If you're proficient in the medicine skill, you can try and stabilize and pick up with that, right?
He's stabilized. He's just he's unconscious. Yeah. He's near death, but not dead. And Lionel, you look up and you can see what is like a little stone stool chair built into the ground there. About 4 feet, little chair. Someone like somewhere could sit, like a throne, but it's not much of a, there's no throne. It's just a stone outcropping, something like that. Kind of about 2 or 3 feet from the wall.
Is the war pick a two-handed or one-handed?
One. I think it's if it's a regular, it would have versatile if it was two-handed.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you work getting arrows back?
You can have your arrows back right now. You're fine. I beat the snot out of you enough. Normally I'll have you roll them, but I wasn't tracking them. I was having fun beating, hitting all up. So coming, flexing my Gen Con muscles.
You were so gracious, and now you're so mean.
I know, it's
Gen Con has changed you.
I turned like that, I had to change my wife, is what it did.
I was gonna say, wasn't there a other door?
For the better.
Yeah, there's another door. You move over there. Yep.
Does anyone else believe this is a good place to take a rest?
I strongly agree with that.
So, kind of like, if I were to look around and inspect the room, how nasty is this place?
Say that again now. Sorry, I lost you.
If I were to look around and inspect the room, how nasty is this place?
It's pretty nasty, but it looks like it's a hideout plus like a lookout area.
Well,
then you see, like I said, the pillar in the middle of it. There was this circle, and then there were 10 equal distance circles around it with spokes reaching out to it. And y'all have seen that symbol before on some of the bandits that were dead in the warehouse. And y'all know that it resolves. It's for the Xanathar's Guild. It's a symbol.
And the guy that Osric bonsai'd was in the bar fight.
That's correct.
Would they recognize him as the one who got his skull crushed in? He's one. Yeah, he is one that got waylaid by the half orc, knocked out, done, and yeah. And he's dead now. Good riddance.
Lionel will notice the platform up there that there seems to be something behind that chair.
Oh God.
Up on the platform.
Lionel, what are you looking at?
Look at them all move. There's a little chest back there.
Oh. You can have it. You spotted it.
Little one.
Yeah, on my way.
Little one.
I'd like to open the door that I'm next to as well at some point.
Yeah, I'm moving. They're open. They're just more It looks like sleeping quarters, cots, some straw pallets on the floor, multiple. And there's room to the west, the room to the north, and that room over onto the east. Ostrich, what are you doing?
Taking a look at this little chest that he told me about.
Yeah, small little chest.
I'm going to assume because of where we found it, I'm going to assume it's trapped, so I'm going to go over it really carefully.
No, I'm going to step down as you say that.
Yeah, I mean, considering where we find it, it's a very good chance of it, you know.
You notice that there looks to be like streaks of slime all over the chair and the chest.
Yeah, you guys stay back there. I'll take a closer look at this. I will,
It's slimy.
give this a once. Yeah, I'm going to...
You gonna touch it?
Let me see. Well, hold on. Checking my inventory here.
Just grab Abdul's hand and open it up with his hand. He'll be fine.
I'd rather not.
That piece of parchment that I got last session, I'm going to use that to open it. Basically, put it around. Not use it. Like I'm going to touch it, but I'm going to put the parchment between me and the.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you're using it. Okay. Yeah, and it kind of sticks. It's like someone sneezed a big old snot ball, on it. But the chest it actually is not locked, and the clasp falls away from it. With a streak of slime, it's attached to it and it kind of falls away. It's very gross.
Yep. In that case, I will open it and then back away quick.
Yeah, you open it up and you see some coins and some couple of potions in the chest. Nothing happens when you open it up, though.
What'd you find, Oscar?
Money, potions.
Yep. You found some gold pieces, some silver pieces, a bunch of copper pieces, and 2 potions that are red.
Is this going into the party inventory?
It's in the party inventory. Yep. Y'all got some coins, so you need to. And actually, there is I think we were talking about there's a coin extension that handles stuff, but right now you still need to track your coins properly. But you have that in the 2 dark red potions are in the party sheet. But you have no idea what they are.
We already have.
What now?
Do they look like?
Very similar.
Like the ones
yep.
we already have. Okay.
Yes, they do. Yes.
I mean, we could do what's the brute force.
I'll be a test dummy if I have to.
I mean, you can identify them by tasting them. It's just a matter of if they're poison.
Would it be a medicine check for potion?
Well, you think you know what they are, and you get pretty confident with the medicine check, but they also have a magical aura around them. So the problem with that is that you don't have ability to. You've got to identify them somehow.
That's right. I kind of came back to bite me because I didn't take identify magic.
I'll be a test subject if you want.
You know what? Let me do it. I'm naturally resilient when it comes to poison, so I might be able to.
Yeah, but you're not. If they're healing, they'll if it's a healing potion, it'll just be wasted on you because tasting it doesn't do anything. I mean, you have to drink the potion to figure out what it is.
Waste a potion, possibly.
Save them for later.
Don't
that's
about it.
Tasting it. Hey, it tastes like licorice. That's about it. To get the effect, even if it was poison, you have to quaff it. Big word there. You like that? What are we doing?
I like Leonel's idea of resting.
Yeah.
Hey, Leonel, is there bed quarters in there?
Yes, it is.
Do they look gross?
Small, but
I mean, I'll dig around the coins. I mean, is there anything else in there besides the coin?
No, I've already distributed the coins to everybody. Here y'all are. Here. And
does it look bad or adequate?
It would do for me, but
These pallets and all that are straw infested, vermin, ticks, lice. You know, goblins. You know, you saw some goblins. They had a half orc. You know, nasty.
Fair enough.
So I'd like to pull mine out of the room, and just set them like where my token is, kind of. Go back in the room and roll my bedroll out.
You can do that. Yeah.
And then for the door, could I like stick my spear into it? Is there like a handle to like keep it shut?
Oh, you could put some type of mechanism there to figure something out. Yeah, certainly.
All right.
What about the rest of y'all though? Apparently, Grayax went to the room and went to sleep.
I'll just sit and begin meditating.
I'm gonna go.
Trance.
Gonna go over here and spread my bedroll out and just sleep on the floor.
Okay. And Osric, Lionel.
Well, I'm kind of worried about Grayax still. I mean, he almost had his brain eaten by a brain. I'm gonna go over by him.
He did, yeah. You saw him disappear in the other room, and you walk up to the door, and it's like barred.
Okay, in that case, I'll go to that one.
There you go. Looks like they have found their new home, so they're gonna.
This is ours. This infested, disgusting.
Yep. So you're gonna do a long rest here? Is that what we're trying to do?
Yes.
I think it'd be smart.
It would be very beneficial.
Very.
But you're in a city.
Yeah, but can we get to the above ground before getting attacked again?
Don't know. Yeah, so that's up to y'all. Y'all just know that this.
That brings up a very important case. What if the sheriff comes down here and sees all of us with dead bodies again?
Well, but y'all know that this is Xanathar's territory, so it's and that you can discern that it is a lookout area. You know, it's a watch area and all that, and it's you're.
Another point, my friends. We just killed, I think, the little companion of that mind flayer, and he might come back and kill us all for doing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go.
Well, I can't really carry Floon.
He's just moaning.
I think together we could probably do it.
No, I can't do any actions while in the tunnels.
Oh.
Well,
And y'all checked. Oh, and y'all looked the rest of it, and they're actually the hallway to the north. There, y'all check that hallway, and you see that there is a secret door at the northern part of that dead end.
Well,
clearly visible
himself.
On this
He's gonna
side.
have to get Grayax.
And I'll let y'all walk the rest of the compound over here, and y'all can see that it's another lookout. And there are arrow holes on this side too, looking out into the main culvert area.
We're very familiar with those.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Yeah, my thigh is very familiar with those.
So, what exactly is border? Did he put the bed on the door to block it from being opened?
Who? What now?
This door.
Grayax put a spear that he was basically, he bolted, he kind of barred it from the inside.
I'm gonna take it off. Oh, I can't. Yeah,
You can
never
just
mind.
kick the
I'll
door
just-
in.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm having an idea. The door isn't locked; it's just barricaded, correct?
He just kind of put a spear to kind of keep it from opening up.
How about we just knock?
So thaumaturgy dictates that I can cause any unlocked door, window to fly open at will. So
You're just going to blast it open?
it's not technically locked, is it?
No,
So-
it's not. It's just you hit it and it blasts open. And just there's Grayax cuddled in a fetal ball, shaking.
We have to go.
He's
Our
asleep.
people need us.
He's not even. Grayax, you all right down there?
Did he break my spear doing that?
No, no.
Okay.
You see it sticking in the wall like it flew.
We were about to have some issues getting there.
Just buy you a new one. They're like 3 gold.
We don't know that.
You could try knocking
Could have
next
had-
time.
It could have had a significant value.
Who cares?
That was my
Found another
grandpappy's spear.
Grandpappy.
What a reference.
Maybe you're due for an upgrade.
My grandpappy knew somebody who gave me that spear. Oh lord. Yeah, so we need to take Floon and probably go somewhere safer.
Alright, I'll pick Floon up.
Or we can take him back to where, his friend is. And, I'll just squeeze by,
Okay.
head up the ladder.
Yeah, so, let me make sure I'm doing something here.
Yeah,
Alright.
I would just follow him and go up the ladder. As
Yeah,
well.
so y'all go out. If someone goes out the little trap door there, they kind of see, oh wow, it's right across from this other trap door that was y'all found, and not very far down from where y'all came down in the tunnel. How convenient.
Well, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Can get
I'll pick
behind that.
Floon up and throw him over my shoulder.
I
and
do
start
not
walking.
look a gift door in the mouth. Let's get out of here.
All right.
They are running away.
I got
No,
a
they're-
weapon that I like now.
Yep. So, all right, y'all move up into the city.
I'll
And
be
it
honest, I didn't
is,
think all of
let's,
us would be able to go out of there.
it is late in the evening.
Oh,
Early, well, so I'm trying to remember what, I apologize. I'm trying to remember, y'all were in the, what did we say was happening?
Early morning when we went
Yeah, it
down
was like
into
the sun was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
when we went down into the sewer. It was early morning.
Okay,
right.
so it's late afternoon then. So,
I mean, we heard about the Honorable Knight. We might want to go to.
so you have
I always forget
Floon,
the name of it. The portal.
Yawning
I
Portal?
need not,
portal.
Yeah, not
I
Yawning
need
Portal.
not an expensive bed.
Let's
don't
go to the
even
Yawning
see.
Portal. Let's see
Alright.
if Floon's there. Not Floon. We just have
A
Floon.
Volo.
We have.
You've got Floon. Yeah, draped over your shoulder, looking almost near dead.
Well, he'll be okay.
At least until we get
I'll cast another Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, he is. Yeah, you can just. You don't worry about casting because you're good about. And he basically cast it on him, and he kind of and he kind of, you see he kind of startles, no more, and he's pulls back thinking that you all are, and his eyes kind of clear up and he's looking at y'all. Who are y'all?
Friends of Praetors.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I know that name. And he's just kind of,
well, and Volo.
Yeah, in Volo.
Volo kind of.
oh, Volo, yes, he's probably worried about me as always. It's just,
He was.
and
good
where's
reason.
Rainier? Rainier was with me, if I remember.
He's okay as well.
Oh,
Oh,
those
Okay.
foul creatures were just torturing me. I held my ground, though. They couldn't take what I'd known, but I must. It is important. They just were questioning about the treasure. I must get me back to the Yawning Portal, please. He kind of, he likes being carried, and he kind of my strength is leaving me. I need food. I need drink. Get me to the portal.
Lying.
I have low blood
Yeah, I'm
sugar.
gonna hand him the Abdo. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
really feeling
Now he's
so
on a
good.
roller coaster
Less
ride.
less effort to
What's up,
carry
Jeff?
him.
If I walk into a doorway, am I gonna smack his head on like the edge of the door? Because if so, I'm gonna do that.
Well, depending on how much he talks on the way there, that might not be such a bad thing.
He gets, so yeah, he keeps hugging onto you, Thank you. Oh, I don't know if I could have taken that much longer. I was so close to breaking, but I held my tongue. They can't beat it out of me.
No, this is the 7th time you told us. It's okay.
You may not have said anything, but did they use any mind reading magic on?
Not that I know of.
Because there was a mind flare.
What the hell was that mind flare? Do you know what that was?
The mind. Oh, the tentacle thing. Yes, he sat up there as the half-orc questioned me, stroking this brain with stubby legs, and he kept saying, "Only in due time, precious, you may have him." He kept, I kept getting the feeling they was talking about me. 100 bits inspiration, Mr. Cersei. Who gets it? Because God, they need it tonight.
Yeah.
Who would you like to award that to? Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Roll to 5, so Osric gets it. All right.
I appreciate that. I'll use that when I probably need it for somebody else.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
So Floon kind of hangs on, to Abdul, and y'all are you're walking down the street headed back toward the yawning portal.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does Floon know?
I can only count to 5.
Fair enough.
Well, he slurs his word. You can see that he's slurring his word because he's got his looks like he's got a few loose teeth, and his face is swollen from being punched and pummeled, and he's definitely just he needs something to eat or drink to get his wits about him, and we'll calm Volo
Don't give him
down.
alcohol, for the love of God.
And so we just get into that, because I'm going to get my wits about me. Then I must go see Praetor to tell him about what's going on. Please, just, I will feel much better with a stiff drink and some food. DM for...
Is your DM crit?
A DM crit was bought for me. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't think you need it. I don't know.
I rolled plenty well. So y'all make your way through town, and he holds on tight, snuggling into Abdul's chest.
Look, if this gets any weirder, I'm gonna drop you.
Yeah, and you may even see him. You think you feel for a brief moment that he's actually he may passed out for a little bit. In the comfort of your arms, Abdul. And
my God, I'm not your dad.
Y'all get to he's a handsome fellow, but you can definitely tell that he's not very bright. That's
okay. I'm not either.
Y'all get to the yawning portal, and you walk in, and it's just starting to pick up, but you will see Volo at the same table where he was before. And he's sitting in a chair, and y'all come walking in, and he stands up when he recognizes you and sees you.
Here's a...
Yeah. And, oh, my good friend, yes. And he motions over for y'all to come to the table. I don't have much coin on me, but this is good news for a reason to celebrate the return of my good friend Floon. Oh, how I miss you, you incompetent fool. And Floon just says, oh, you just food, give me a stiff drink. And he, Volo, yes. And he runs over and he grabs some, even before Durham can, do anything, Volo grabs a bottle and some glasses and brings it over, and then he motions for, get us food, please. Put it on my tab. And Durham's just like, why me? Moves around, and they bring over food for everybody. And so what happens is, y'all sitting there, and finally Volo goes, why always you, Floon? Please, what's the meaning of all this? Why did you disappear? What happened? And he goes, well, yes, Rainer and I were at that dirty tavern, and I was on a hot streak as always. You know, Volo, you're always on a hot streak, but it never lasts long. And he goes, yes, it didn't. And so soon my pouch was empty of coin, and it was time to go. And I was seeing triple of everything. And we made our way out, and it wasn't not a block from that dirty tavern. I felt a crack up in the back of my head and saw bright lights. And for a brief moment, I thought I was on my journey to the heaven above, but then I woke up to the hells of his orcish face pummeling me. And I did not know where I was at in the darkness, and foul breath and stink upon me. And then he recants that the Mind Flayer was there, and they kept asking about the treasure. But I don't know how they know that I would know anything. And I believe that and he looks over y'all, and y'all said Rainier is good and well. Promise, are you sure about that? And
yes.
I believe they mistook Rainier for me. Because they were asking him originally, though the questions not knowing who they really had. But then they separated us, and I got separated because he said, I believe that there was a fight. He recounts the fight. He remembers seeing and hearing a part of the fight that happened in the warehouse. And then he woke up again to the, pummeling, being beat up again by the half-orc. And then he goes, so somewhere someone's made a grave mistake, but I've kept my information. And he slams his drink down, and he says, wait here, all of you. I must go relay some information to Praetor, and he will want to know immediately what I know. But just sit tight. And Volo,
before he leaves, I'm going to ask him if he knows anything about what happened to that dwarf.
What dwarf?
The one that was, no, does he not know?
He never saw a dwarf.
No, he didn't. Okay.
Floon?
You're talking about the one that was enlarged, and you ask him about that, and he goes, I never saw a dwarf in the area.
How long is this meeting with Praetor going to take?
I don't know, but it is for his ears only. So trust me, please. Sit tight. It won't be long. I know where to go to get a word to him quickly. And he says, I shall be right back. And he jumps up, and before y'all can stop him, he's with the drink taking effect of him, he shoots out of the yawning portal. So y'all continue. Volo impressed, with y'all's exploits and all that, and to save him, that goes a long way with everybody. And knowing that you've tangled with Xanathars, I would watch my back now, knowing that the Zhentarim and the Xanathars are both. That may not bode well if they both are in search of the treasure. That means that there are more individuals and more organizations that are going to be looking for this large wealth. It could supply some of these organizations for many years to come with their dastardly machinations and all. And so a few hours pass, and multiple people come in and out, and you even witness some buffoon adventuring party that comes in. They're like fairly serious, this group, and they slap there's about 5 or 6 of them that slap a gold coin down on the bar next to Durham, and he goes, are you sure? Uh-oh. And they go, yes. And he goes, all right. Uh-oh. And he goes, there's 6 of you and 6 gold, and he pockets the gold, and he goes over to the well, and he grabs the rope, and he goes, one at a time. You paid for a gold each, but don't forget, it also costs a gold to come back up. So if you don't have it, you don't come back. And they go, yeah. We're gonna, we've got a purpose down there. And then he kind of says, they all have a purpose, but few ever come back. And they basically all hop in the butt, one at a time. And you see them go down, and there's cheers, and you hear side bets, and, they'll never make it. But, they go down, and then they disappear into the darkness of the well in the room. And said a few hours pass. Screams. Yep. And then Floon will come back in the door, and he definitely refreshed, and he's got a smile on his face, and he sees everybody there, and he may, maybe kind of maybe spread out. We're watching all this, and he motions for everybody to come back to the table, and he says, "Yes, I spoke with Praetor, and the information was somewhat important for him, but he needs some time to check it out and look at things. And so, unfortunately, you gentlemen, he told me that you're under his hire. He needs you to lay low for some time, and the best bet that he thinks is that he has a property." And you hear Volo go, "No, are you telling me he gave him Troll Skull?" And Floon says, Stop. Yeah, I know Praetor knows what you want, Volo, with Troll Skull, but it is because of what they have done and getting me out of trouble and representing Praetor properly. He's going to give them the deed to the property right now. You will have your chance later on to investigate it. You just need to, you could chat with them, but Praetor hasn't been there in a while. And Volo says, "No, he promised me that I could go in there and investigate, and I need it for my new book, The Spirits Inspectors, the guide to spirit inspectors." And Floon, yes, we all know it's going to be another bestseller. And they argue back and forth a little bit, but Floon pulls out this parchment. It's rolled up, and he pulls it back, and it's got Volo's name on it, and you'll see this. It's so sad, poor Volo. But he'll scratch it out. He goes, "You'll need to, let me see, where is the, I thought I had a picture of it. I do, somewhere. Images, back up, artwork, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I apologize, I had it in front of me here, but it's the deed to a piece of property, and it says it was awarded to Volo, but it was going to be given to Volo, but he's giving it to y'all now, and it is a deed to a place called the Troll Skull Manor. And Floon says it is a old historic building in the North Ward, and he basically, Praetor is telling you it has been he had bought it some time ago and has done nothing with this property, and it shows. Let me tell you, it is run down, but he is giving it to the group to use as a base of operations. And you will need to take the deed to a notary in the we need to go into the Castle Ward area, and I know the person to go chat with, and you can get it. He signed it, but you need to get it. Y'all will need to sign it in front of a notary to solidify the transfer, and he is giving the group the deed to the property. And then he will say, basically, Praetor says, "There's your time to do with it as you please, and I will reach back out to you later once I have some more information to find out what the next step is." And Floon says, "All right," and he goes, "I know we will need to I know of a magistrate that is probably on duty at this time, a tiefling magistrate by the name of Keeleen Silverhelve, and we will go to the courthouse up in the Castle Ward, and we will have her witness this and sign all this, and that will solidify it, and then we will be able to call it a day, I believe, and I will take y'all up to where the Troll Skull Manor's at, and bid you adieu for the day. I must get home and take care of some other business, but I will check in with y'all at a later date." And so he says, if y'all are done eating, let's hurry, because the courthouse will be closing soon as you know, not it's basically kind of getting dusk, is kind of settling. So we want to get there as quickly as possible.
I do have a question.
Shoot.
Why is Volo interested in this property for something he's researching on specters and spirits? Is this something we should be concerned about?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Floon's looking. Volo's he's kind of downtrodden. Volo's had a big glass of wine, and he's kind of downed it, and he's kind of sulking. You can kind of see, and Floon goes, "Oh, he thinks there's a ghost that lives inside the property, but no one's been in there for a long time, and it's an old wives' tale. The story goes that it used to be a tavern, and it's probably, they say it was one of the previous owners, but it's never been proven, and no one has stepped foot in this property in a very long time."
What's
right?
The ghost of?
No, I don't know. I don't think it's actually there myself.
So you say it's an old wives' tale, but nobody has set foot in it for a long time. Why?
Because Prater owns a property, and it's been he's done nothing with it.
Well, we should probably go get all this sorted out first.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We'll worry about the rest of it later, I guess.
Yeah. So Floon will take y'all to the magistrate, and y'all go in, and you're ushered into the courthouse, and there's you walk in, and there's rows of seats on the north and south walls, and then in the center is a desk, and there's a couple people there, and there's a little intern type person, and Floon says, "We're here to see Magistrate Silmerhelve," and he kind of looks at you, and you're like cutting it close there, aren't you? She's getting ready to leave. Yes, I know, Floon says, but just please, we have a quick document that needs to be signed and witnessed by her. And he, motions for y'all to follow, and you go around a corner, a couple of doors, and he knocks a couple of times, and you hear this, "Yes!" And he opens up, and you see is a little, nice little official room and all that, and plaques and, standard stuff like that for magistrate. And we have a Floon says, "Yes, Magistrate Silmerhelve, we have a document that needs to be signed, please, for a deed transfer from Prater. Is giving these fine gentlemen a property transfer." And she goes, "Let me see the deed, please." And she grabs it and unrolls it. "I think I remember this property." It is, but good luck with that. If it even stands with a strong wind comes by. And she signs it and all that, and then she kind of sits there and she says yes, and she witnesses it, and y'all all sign it, and she goes, and she just kind of sits there and she waits, but she holds the document, but she doesn't release it. And Floon goes, there. She goes, "Yes, there is a tax for this, It will cost 25 gold pieces to have this transferred. Payment due up front."
You all pay 5?
I don't think we have much of a choice, but here's 5.
Yeah, I'll hand over 5.
I don't believe Lionel has coins to his person.
Didn't Abdel hold them?
No.
Oh.
So there's more coinage here. So let me see each one. Lionel doesn't like to keep coins. So each of y'all get one more. Y'all should have one more gold piece in your inventory, so you can up that. Because if I do this, I can't. Hold on a second. See, if I put the coins, it spreads them all out to you. And Lionel, same thing for you, because you're in the party sheet. I can't. When I disperse them out, they get evenly dispersed. So, so the 4 of y'all, each of you bump up your gold pieces by 1. Each of you bump up your silver pieces by 4. And your copper pieces by 14. And that will give you all the coins that y'all have on you. So,
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, you son of a bitch. Each of you get one gold piece.
All right.
You all get oh crap. How many did I say silver pieces?
I think
4.
4 silver pieces and 14 copper pieces.
All right.
There you go. Now, yep. Y'all are carrying also. You've got a couple healing potions, but don't forget you've got some paintings that y'all found and some silver bars down the line. Y'all can try to go figure that all out. But for the moment, she needs 25 gold from the group to finalize the transaction.
How many of us are there?
There's 5 of you, but y'all have found out that Lionel does not. He despises money for some
I
reason.
already
And
gave her 5.
Okay,
I'll give 6 and 10 silver pieces. I mean,
you can 10 silver pieces equals a gold. That is true.
That'll cover.
So that'd be
that'll cover the
7.
extra one.
Just yeah. So someone's going to give an Lionel needs to give an IOU to somebody. Whoever wants to work that out.
You can take one of the silver bars and pay.
Oh.
Are they not?
How many are we missing still?
We have
I'll just-
12 right now.
What's with you
No.
and money?
So we're missing.
How do we have 12 when
He
Oscar
gave
just
5,
gave-
and then the other guy gave 7.
Abdel and I both gave 5, which is
Oh,
10 plus
okay.
his 7
I
is
missed that part.
17.
Yeah, so let's see. Would that be 17 plus 6 then?
Math stumps the group.
8.
I can only count a 5.
8.
So I gave as much as I
you need
could.
8 still.
Okay. Dang. So
Leonel asked
am I the only
lady,
one who
"Will
hasn't
she take the
paid?"
silver bar.
Yeah.
all right.
Y'all need to
So-
get him. Well, yeah, the silver bar. She looks at it. She goes, "No, I need real coin. I don't know what this is. And it's corroded. And y'all haven't really had it looked at yet, so you don't even know what it's worth." That's the problem with that.
We're missing 8. Holy shit, dude! You guys left me fucking big
I
here.
mean, if I give 6 gold, 6 gold would be each of our share, and would be 1 gold short. So I'll give 10 silver pieces to make up that 1 gold.
Oh,
There you
so
go. Done.
I can give 6.
There you go. Yep. Done. She slides the deed back over the table. Floon gets it and turns around to hand it, and he holds it for one of y'all to take.
Yoink! No.
I'll grab it.
You read book. You like paper.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you've got the parcel,
I'll add it
and
into my.
yeah, here in a second, I'm gonna put it. The tube is in the inventory, and that has got
tube is
the.
Okay.
It's it. Yeah, the party sheet, and that's the tube. It's got the and the deed's inside there. But I'm pissed. Where is that? I know that the deed. Let me. There it is. Options. Oh, that's okay. So interesting. And it will, but it's all scratched out now, and it's got y'all's names on it instead of Polo's. All right. And he says, "Go, good. We must go quickly before it gets too much darker." And he grabs everybody, and y'all head out of the castle ward, and y'all head back up north toward the North Ward. And you'll move around, and I don't need the Xanathar's Guide anymore. We come to a place called Troll Skull Alley. And it is, I'm going to show y'all kind of the first map. We'll be playing off of a little bit here. Let me send this to y'all. So,
70.
Oh boy.
you've got a street map now. And he brings y'all down the way this way. as y'all are moving down, and he's pointing at a few shops, and y'all pass. There's definitely shops and some homes, and you see a few manor types. You know, it's a very just eccentric part of it's dispersed. I mean, not dispersed, but diverse. Sorry, big words for me here. All different shapes and sizes of buildings and age and some nobility, is mixed in with just regular people in the shops. And you're moving along, and then he points to as you're moving along, and it's some of the street lights are broken out, but there's still fairly decent part of town until you come around to about here, and then he points to this building that had right here, and what y'all see is this.
Whoa. Hell of a reward.
Reminds me of home.
You see, and he goes, that is the manor, the famous or infamous, though I don't really know anything about it, Troll Skull Manor. And it is about 4 stories tall. It has a balcony that you can see. It has got a turret rises up in it, and some chimneys that you see. It has been definitely abandoned in the area, and he just says, yes, it is yours. And you kind of walk up to a door area that's kind of been boarded up. And he goes, you don't mind this. And he just kind of pulls, and he's pulling on the boards, and he's not getting anywhere with them. This should come right off. And he's having an issue.
Don't worry.
And he looks over to Abdul. And he goes, yes.
I got this.
And what do you do?
I yoink the door.
Well, you pull the boards off, yes. And then you kick open the door. And y'all,
was this made for tall people?
Good enough.
Good enough? Thank God.
Let me pull up that map.
It's the cellar.
So, you're gonna have to. So what we do is Troll Skull Manor. Y'all come into the first floor. Oh, that's the good one. We don't want the good one yet.
Not to be that guy.
I mean, if you want to give us it.
So, what's this? Not to be that guy. What am I getting ready to hear?
I was about to say, not to be that guy, but who knows if stay here. It might be terribly run down inside.
Maybe we should have stayed in the sewers.
Oh man, I'm gonna stay in the sewers.
The worst out of this place. If it's anything like the outside of the thing, it's not going to be very pleasant.
We're at an all-time low. Goblins kept better.
Okay.
More pleasant than having to pay for rooms.
Okay, so options. I'm gonna get there. 1 second. All right. No, that's not what I want. That's the cover. Damn it. Maps for. Okay. Map first floor. Here we go. Okay. So y'all kick open the door, and you will kind of walk into a little open area. Here's what you see. First floor. And it is you definitely run down. Cobwebs everywhere. Few tables. Yeah, they're not really. They're laying around the wood. Some of the wood has kind of been eaten away, and the tables definitely aren't standing up. You see a bar area. You see a little fireplace area. There seems to be a back area. Y'all wouldn't really see it, but you move around in here as y'all come into the room, and it is a kitchen area also in the back, and there is stairwell over here in the back side that goes up and goes down.
Well,
yep. And there's.
I would like to try and find if there was like a library or study
Well, y'all walk around. You can go up or you can go down.
I'll go up first.
I'm just gonna yeah, sure, I'll go up.
Y'all go up to the second floor, and you're going to see, y'all walk it, and you've got, let me see. This is so funny because I like the prettier maps other than the laid out standard maps that came with the. There were kind of plain Jane. Troll Skull Manor players. Okay, so the first floor, yeah, you had a little den area and a little common room, a little basically tap room, pantry, and the kitchen area. Then the second floor. You move up to, there's a balcony on the north side and a common room where it looks like an old rug is sitting there, and it's been chewed up really bad. And you came up the stairs here, as you can see, in the middle of the room. And then there looks like to be a bedroom with a couple of beds that could fit in there, and then this kind of a spare area here and a closet area. And you still got stairs going up if you want.
I'll keep going up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go up to the third floor. And maps.
Heights don't scare Abby.
I just lost my...
He's made for high altitude.
Third floor.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Y'all come in, walking upstairs, and
Little piano room.
Yep, you've got a another bedroom right off the balcony area, private bath. There's a privy and a library and a study. It's right here in this area. But there's not really any books there, but it's definitely what looks to be a library.
I'm gonna go head to the bathroom and say I claim this.
And then there's another big bedroom and a private bath, and then another set of stairs, and y'all go up to the attic, and the turret peak is up there, and it looks to be another bedroom and some storage.
I'm gonna head back downstairs and head to my bedroom.
I'm going to bed on the third floor because it is next to the library.
Well, the beds are really nothing but old frames on there. Everything in here is broke. Everything in here has been chewed up. There's nothing of value in here whatsoever. It is going to take some time and money to fix this place up.
I lay down the bedroll.
Bedroll out. Are you taking the north or south?
The south.
Okay.
So we're doing a long rest now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Find a comfortable spot to sit.
Please.
Yep. So.
Meditate.
Yep, and even Lionel, you actually get full.
This one is sleeping outside.
You're out. Okay, let's take a look at that.
He sees more rats.
Yeah. Let me go back to that. I've got this is funny, all the maps that I have to go through. I'm trying to put them on the hotbar to get them. Troll Skull Alley players. All right, let's put that here. All right. So, so on the map, where would you sleep? So what you've got, y'all see, you've got a main thoroughfare that that runs on the north, and there's shops and stuff like that. Then you've got definitely a small side street that goes north and south into an alley area. This whole area back here is alleyway. For the moment, it's very dark and it's very, it's dirty, filthy. You have an area back there, or you've got a balcony that you could sleep up on a second or third floor, if that's what you like.
Where I put my blue circle.
I see that. So that's let me see. That is first floor. That is kitchen. There's a door on the back side there that goes to the kitchen. And there is a balcony off that second floor if you want to be out. Are you going to be on a balcony or do you want to be out on the street level? Let me ask you that.
I thought that might be a roof.
You could get it. So there's definitely, this place has multiple balconies, and off of that, the second floor right above the kitchen is a bedroom and a spare room. So I'd say we could put a balcony there, because there's that whole backside, and above that bedroom on the third floor is another big master type bedroom. So there could be a balcony somewhere along that line, either the second or third floor, if you wanted to do that, or you can go up on the roof. You definitely can go all the way up. Yeah. Okay. He's going up on the roof. Okay. Not a problem. All right. And the rest of y'all kind of camp out, and Floon kind of, when y'all were looking around, y'all notice he disappeared on y'all, and y'all are looking at this lovely place y'all have, and y'all will get a long rest. Boom.
Woo.
Listen to him.
I feel so much better.
And you wake up.
I wake up pissed. No.
So let me mark this. So what I wanted to know, what floor? So Lionel, we know, is up on the roof. There are. Oh, and y'all go down. There is a basement also, and it is a. Let me show y'all what it looks like too, real quick. Map of the basement, the cellar. Very small. Seems to have what looks to be what could have been a wine cellar and an ale area. Kind of two little small spots.
They age better with time.
Yeah, and it's dark. It's nothing much down there. There's a few barrels and they're all broken open. Anything that was in them is long dried up. But there is, you see stains on the floor, spider webs everywhere. It's just, it's not very inviting down here at all. And that is what you'll find and wake up to. What you will do when y'all kind of come around and there's stuff, you're searching on, when y'all make your way back down to the tap room and to the kitchen area and looking around all that, what you will notice is that the kitchen area and the pantry, the cupboards and all that, they were closed, and y'all just kind of with them. All the doors are all wide open.
Wow.
Just open. When y'all are pretty certain that they were closed when y'all came through there.
Miss Ghost, we don't mean any harm.
What? You mean the fact that Bolo thought it was haunted and everybody else discredited that may actually be true? I'm shocked.
And Waterdeep never.
I'll go through and close all the doors and just angrily mutter to myself.
Yep. Yeah, so y'all taking another assessment of it. Now you're seeing it in the light. And the tap room is broken furniture. Everything's broken in here. Silverware, whatever's left of it, is all tarnished and rot, not worth using. Maybe a couple of casks y'all find that would have been wine, but it's vinegar now. And there's just cobwebs and dust. And there were some rats, but they're not as many anymore.
I'm sorry, but I don't have the first floor map anymore. Can you give it back?
Oh, yeah, I could. Yeah, so you could go to your maps and it should be shown to you. If you click on maps and then down below, may say all, you click on shared and it will show you which ones have been shared to you. But I will send it to you as y'all are back down on the first floor. Okay?
But good to know, though, for maps.
Mm-hmm. And y'all find yourselves with and you will see a note on the bar, sitting here in the corner, and it's got Floon's name on it. And he goes, "Yes." He said, let it all get, I had to, get out. But don't forget, this place is yours. Praetor only request is that you stay out of trouble until he can get word to you when he has some research, and to blend in with this city folk here in this neighborhood. If I was you, I'd probably try to clean this place up and reopen it for business. That's just me. But you'll have a customer if you do that. Boom. So.
Well.
Not bold of him to assume any of us have any kind of business acumen whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try.
So.
You have a big house, and you have a city area around you to explore.
We also have bars of silver and paintings.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you do. What is
I think
first
the first
up?
thing we need to do is figuring how much money those paintings and silver bars are worth, because if we're going to fix this up,
the
8 gold pieces I have in my pouch is not going to be enough to do that.
What about the 700 amount? No, just no. No, I wish. I wish.
Pardon?
Nothing.
What's that now? Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were. Yeah. So, well, I mean, you got a lot to figure out. But you can definitely, well, actually, y'all don't know. But you're gonna have to figure out where to go. You got to tell me what y'all want to do. So basically,
Well, we should
you're
probably
gonna
go find
learn.
out a place that can appraise the paintings.
The
Okay.
paintings first, and then, I mean, because the bars are bars. It's just a matter of finding, like, I don't know, trader or banker.
Yeah, or somebody who deals with metal.
Lionel, you're up on the roof during the night and the morning. Would you make me a perception check?
Gladly.
Por favor. Okay. As you were waking up and, looking around and finishing off a rat, you would have noticed and heard some banging and smoke coming out of a building to the north. Let me see. Yeah. We're back to this map. You would have noticed some smoke started coming out and some banging, basically sounding like hammer banging out metal. And it was coming from this building right here.
Okay.
Across the way from you, in this building, it is 2-3 stories, a little bit smaller than the Troll Skull, but the top floor is got this translucent glass walls around it. Basically, it looks like a greenhouse, and it is got a rainbow of flowers just blossoming all in it. I mean, there's vines hanging out of all the windows, and you see, what is basically a converted greenhouse on the 3rd floor.
Does it look like a jungle?
Almost. Yeah, it does. Very close. Yes, you basically, when you see it now, it's got your attention. There's no doubt about that.
Okay. Come down off the roof and see if I'll go to the round to the front. I don't want to go around to the back, but go around to the front, see if I can find a front door.
Well, yeah, that's where Abdul pulled down the
Yeah, it's opened.
Yeah.
No, not our place. the place where the jungle looking. I'd like to go around to the front of that and knock on the front door.
Yeah, y'all hear some banging from the front door area. Barely, the door almost falls off the hinges just even from you lightly knocking on it, Lionel. Termites. Oops.
In the house with the jungle.
Oh, you went to the jungle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you were in. Oh,
I want to go.
Yeah,
through
my bad.
the alley,
Yep.
around to the front, and knock on the front door of that house.
Well, would you believe that the front door to this area is actually in the alley?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that.
Yep. And you see when you come walking up to the this stately, very 3-story townhome, there is a little sign over the front of it that says Corleone's Crown, Corellons, and it's got a big flower and vines wrapped around it and all that. And you knock on the door, and a few moments later, the door will open up, and standing before you is it's an elf, very long braided hair. You can't tell if it's male or female though. And he bows in a very soft, unassuming voice. Hello, friend. What brings you to my door this early morning? I normally do not get customers at this time of day.
Yes. I beg your pardon for this one's intrusion, but this one is your neighbor to the north, just on the other side of the alley, the Troskol Manor.
You own it?
In so many words, yes. We have been signed over the deed. My
party
and I.
Seen it all. Wow.
Yes.
I
could not help but notice you have what appears to be a jungle in one of the areas of your.
That is my greenhouse. Yes. How did you see that from down here? That's almost a. Huh, what? You have good eyes, Sir Tabaxi.
My bedroom is the roof of the.
The
house there.
The walls of the city life and buildings do not settle well with you, do they?
This is true. This one is from the jungles of Cholt.
I feel you some. Yes, I do. I've not been down to Cholt in some time.
I like the walls.
Yes, but I appreciate that. Yes, you love my greenhouse. I am a purveyor of herbal remedies and such, potions and types. I sell.
This is a good thing to know because the party that I am part of
need 'em.
is an adventuring type party, and we are all new to this, and we have not fared well in the recent past. So knowing your business is here, we may be doing business with you.
Oh, well, I usually do have most of your typical fare of potions. I don't like to mess with the exotics. But I have, and basically she will get, she reach in and she pulls back out a little list. And at normal times I have a few of these all concocted up, and she's going to show you that she's got animal friendship, climbing, greater healing, and water breathing. And they are not cheap. But she can concoct any of those potions up. Other special orders may take time, but that is the benefit of having my own jungle, as you say, up on the roof.
This makes much sense to me. I beg your pardon. I did not introduce myself. Forgive me for my manners. This one's name is Lionel Straitero.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Lionel. My name is Fala Leffair. This is where they do it. All these damn words. But she says, my name is Fala, Lefallir, whatever. Okay. Basically, just call me Fala.
It is a pleasure to meet you. If there's anything you may need from those that can get things done, and maybe as a barter.
Oh, yes, certainly. Yes, we have many in the alley here that we have others, a few others. You should go down and visit the boys at the Steel and Steam. And she kind of points back down to the east. Imbrick and Avi, they are expert with the forge and weaponsmith.
Steel and Steam, that is very catchy name.
Mm-hmm. We have many. Yes, we have plenty of.
Let my companions know.
Yeah, there's plenty of shop owners in the area, and we have a lot of guilds around. You just have to know where to ask, and there's if a need. If it's not in here, it is in one of the other wards. But yes, if it must do with potions and herbs, I'm the shopkeeper you need to come see.
The Steel and Steam. Is that the small building with the circle around it?
Yeah, she's basically pointing down that way to where just look for this. Just look for the smoke coming out of the top of the building. It's a small little 2-story, 1-story building. I think it's 2-story. And she's basically pointing back down where you heard hammer on steel and anvil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this one thanks you for your hospitalities, and we will be talking in the future, I'm sure.
I look forward to it. I don't get many visitors. But please, good day. And come back anytime.
Good day to you. Thank you again.
Yep, she kind of you don't know. He basically glides back and shuts the door. And you were sitting there, you smelled, there's different herbs and plant life. You could, your senses were definitely keyed in that, life was growing in there. Lots of plant life. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I will go back and report all of this to the party, that we have a herbalist right directly behind us, and just down the street there is a blacksmith. And most of these buildings seem to be shops of various types. I don't know what, but that's my report.
That is good to know that we have those within close proximity.
Good thing you sleep on the ceiling.
Roof.
This one did offer our services for a possible barter. I know we are short on coinage.
The barter.
Yes.
I slept with one eye open, but nothing happened, Leo.
Yes. This one knows.
Wow. Should calm down a little bit.
Yes, I am noticing that your one eye is very red.
Yeah.
Shall we try and find a general store to sell those silver pieces at? Or silver bars?
Yeah.
I don't feel like the blacksmith would have any use for them.
Does anyone remember? This one does. Lionel remembers, but do you remember the Zoblob shop of curiosities?
I don't think I want to go back there.
I don't think we have much
vaguely
choice.
Remember.
With the stuffed beholder in the window.
Beholder in the window, yeah.
That is the one, yes. It is a
Beholders
curiosity
are nice,
shop.
aren't they? They're just so friendly.
Well, we would know, right? So, no, they're not.
My friends, it is dead. What can it do to you?
Yeah, okay.
Keep telling yourself that.
If the owner does not know, or if he is not willing to buy the silver, maybe he knows where we can sell it.
A mint, one would think.
We are looking for contacts throughout the city.
No. That is true. We have to. I mean, there's not really much else for us to do.
The lady, her name is Fala, or maybe it is a man. This one is not sure. Elf, very long hair, an elf. She did say that there are also many guild artisans in the area. Maybe that is what we need to also seek if we are to transform this building back to its former glory.
That and an artist might have use of the paintings that we found.
A museum might want them also.
They might have some historical.
Unless they are stolen, and then we
don't pay us for it.
Accused.
How about we only bring one to them? No.
So does anyone have problems with this one going to the Zoblob shop and
have
taking
fun?
One?
I mean, I'll go with you.
One,
Actually, no, because I'll knock everything down in the shop. No.
You can go, but I wouldn't bring any of the silver with you.
How is he to give us an estimate of the price if I cannot show him?
Well,
can we find the most corroded one to send with?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
How many bars do we have? It's.
I think it was 15.
15,
wasn't it?
yeah. It's in that party sheet.
This one is also going to see the blacksmith on the way to Zoblob.
So is nobody going with Leo? Out of curiosity.
I mean,
I'll go with you.
I really don't want to go to that shop again, but if we have to, we have to.
I'll go with Leo.
The blacksmith is just around the corner from our domicile. Perhaps they can point us in a direction before we get to Zoblob shop.
Osric, would you be interested in making some round trips to the artisans around us? Maybe get some estimates of what it might cost to pick this place back up with me?
I can certainly try. Not the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Couth individual, but I'll see what I can find out.
Try not to steal anything while you are there.
That is an unfair assumption. I don't do that.
Make sure your fingers are not sticky, okay?
Well, I should say I don't do that unless they're bad people who have stolen something from us.
Very noble.
I don't believe you.
Very noble of you. Who goes with Lionel to the blacksmith?
I'll go with you.
I thought we were going to Zoblob.
Yes, we're going there, but if they can appraise it, we're going there. The Zoblob.
I'll go.
If you do not trust this one with the silver you carry, we go see the blacksmith.
I mean, I trust you, but might as well have multiple. Better than sitting here, you know?
Okay, so let's look at this. So we've got Lionel is going, Abdul, Lionel, and Grayax?
No, Genmare.
Genmare. And so, Grayax, you're going with Osric then?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do, so you'll kind of head out we're on the main, here, let's do this real quick. We're going to start here first before we go to the full Waterdeep map. And so the three of y'all, Lionel's group, y'all head south into the alleyway, and then Osric, you and Grayax are standing kind of out in the main intersection here, looking, and it's basically, you know, it's the day's, you know, starting off, and there's you see people throwing water out of windows, you know, and clothesline being pulled up, and kids running around, and getting in trouble and breaking things. You know, it's a full day of activity, and you do see guard patrols come up and down the area. And we're gonna put one party here, y'all, as y'all sitting there looking at, you know, which way do we go? And the three of y'all come, yep, y'all come out of the street, and here, so what you're going to see is y'all coming through there, thing catches your eye. Right here in this building, you catch the distinct smell of stale ale, you know, and you know, burnt food and all that. And you kind of, as you passing by it, you can see a few musty over, you know, corroded over windows, and it is another tavern that is sitting here, and it is run down also, and there's probably even smells of puke on the side. It hasn't been cleaned, and you kind of step past it, and you know, can see there's definitely looks like the owner's inside doing some work. Has caught your attention, and y'all come out and around, and Lionel, you can tell Lionel's entranced with this one building on the left side, and he points, he's looking up, and you see it's the building with vines and all in it, you know, and he's just entranced with it, and he moves on, and you go down a few more buildings here, and the smell of smoke and of hot metal, that kind of, you know, this, definitely what you would, you know, your sensors are tweaked. It is a blacksmith of some sort, and you can hear what sounds like the pounding of hammer on something as you come up to the door, and it's got a sign over it, and it says, it's got a little kind of, it looks like a picture of a steam cloud and a sword through the steam, and it says the Steam and Steel.
After you, Abdel.
Sure.
Oh, this is a very small building. Do you think the big one should go first?
Yeah, if he can get through the door, then, you know, we can.
Can I get through the door?
Barely. You're gonna squeeze through.
Why were you so... Why were you born this way, Abdel?
Do not forget, we are new to this area. We do not want to frighten the inhabitants.
You're calling me a frightening person, Lionel?
Yes.
You're a cat.
He is huge.
I've known Abdel for an entire, 3 days now, and I've never scare somebody who he didn't. Right.
Never what? You cut out.
Never scare somebody that you didn't want to scare.
That's not true, but fair enough.
Not scary as in looks, but in girth, in size, he is huge.
Calling Abdel fat?
No.
Is that...
he has more muscles than I've ever seen in my life. So he could be intimidating, no?
Keep on talking, Lionel. I like you.
That will shut me
I
up
only mean to people who are mean.
Okay, my big friend. You go first.
I'm already in.
Oh dear. Do we need to push to get you in the rest of the way?
No, I barely fit in.
I'll walk in.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have got to log off for the night. I will catch up to get up to speed when I have a moment. But
you just watch the replay.
You guys soon.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
We'll handle it there. The rest of us, we still got 30 minutes. We'll play this out and be good to go. We'll see you next week, my friend. All right?
Next week. Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
Yep.
See ya.
Let me change my nickname here for him. All right. That will put him in the proper place, my bot for the channel. Okay. All right. So, did I do the right one? I'm looking at the wrong. Okay. So y'all step in, and Abdul's he kind of get out of the way, and the grunting and all that Abdul, here's, you basically hear the pounding. Sounds like it's coming from down below. There's like a basement area or something like that, and there's definitely smoke in there. It's filling up, and all of a sudden, you'll hear something's dropped. You hear some cursing, like some glass broke, and then the face will peek out from a curtain area behind, on a back wall, and it is a water genasi that you kind of see, a blue skin, paled skin, male individual, and it's rough, in a kind of a rough voice. Imbric, we have possibly customers. One moment, and he kind of steps out, and he's very flamboyant, and he stops and introduces, "Welcome to the Steel and Steam. How can I be of service to you?"
First of all, can you make this building bigger?
No, I mean, unfortunately, my magics and my abilities are with, water. That is. I quench the hot steel of Imbric's work, and he's kind of sitting there, and I'm so good at it. And then all of a sudden, from behind the curtain, another male will step out. This one of kind of glowing orange and yellow coloring and all that, and it is a fire genasi. And in a gruff voice, "Who do we have here, Avi?" It's okay. Watch one moment, Imbric. Just hold your gruffness. You're so hot in the mornings, and they just kind of, Imbric just kind of rolls his eyes for saying, yeah, I'll get back to my work, and he turns back around. "You take care of it. If you need anything, just call me." "Oh, I'll call you, all right, dear." And he looks over. Don't pay attention to my husband. He's gruffy in the morning.
He seems like a great individual. I like him.
He is. That's why I love him so.
This one gets the reference of Steel and Steam.
And they both had wedding bands on. You will notice this. Y'all have just met D&D's WotC's first gay couple. And I'm not playing that. I'm playing it true to nose here. So, but yes,
joking around.
No, I'm not joking on this, but it's cute.
Oh, no, I was talking to the NPCs.
So Avi says, "Yes, welcome to our lovely shop. Like I said, I'm Avi. I am the armor smith here, and my gruff husband, Imbric, he's the weaponsmith. Are you in need of weapons or armor today?"
Well, this one has something that he wants you to look at. I'm going to point at Leo.
Yes. This one's name is Leonel Stratero. We are brand new owners of the Troskal Manor. Just behind you in up street.
Oh, I know it. I wish you luck. Oh, that place has been run down for so long.
Well, we hope to bring it to a higher level of clientele, but that will take time and obviously much money, much coin.
Yes, it will.
Which brings us here today. This was found on one of our adventures. We have more, but we are wondering if you could tell us where we might be able to exchange these, and I lay it up on the counter, for gold.
You lay up one of the bars of silver you're talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he grabs it. Oh, look at this. He kind of scrubs off some of the corrosion. That's such a shame. It looks like it is good silver. One moment, I am not. Imbric needs to look at this. Imbric, come here. You need to see this. And, and you pound, pound, and all of a sudden stops, and then comes bump, and Imbric comes, moving through. What is it, Avi? I've got to finish this sword now. Count is wanting it. I know, but look at this. Look at this bar. And he basically rims it and shoves it right up in Imbric's nose. And Imbric, that's silver, by God. And he goes, what happened to this bar? Gosh, who is dastardly to treat good silver like this? And he's kind of scrapes, and it's even pitted. That's a shame to it's worth something, but not what it could have been. Such a shame. And he's kind of takes a knife to it, and he scrapes off some of the corrosion, and you can see streaks of silver in there. But the bars are definitely corroded. And he goes, and what is it you want done with this bar?
Hello. This one's name is Lionel Straight Arrow, and my companions and I, there are some more, but they're not here. We found these on an adventure, and we were wondering if they would be worth anything. As well, we have taken possession of the Troskal Manor, and we would like to maybe bring it up to standard as possibly a tavern and an inn. But those things, as you well know, take money.
Oh, they do.
We were wondering if we could, and as you were looking at it, I had a thought: could these be melted down and the impurities taken off and sold as much finer silver?
Well, yes, I would have to see them all. There's a possibility, but the corrosion will take some of the value out of them, because you can't uncorrode the silver. But it can be, most certainly. I've got the talent. One, you brought them to the right place. How many of these bars do you have?
14 others.
Well, and he kind of huffs it, and he puffs it, and it's pure form and all that. It was probably worth about, I'd say, the weight. And he kind of flips it, and he twins it around, and he's definitely can touchy-feely with the silver and all that, and he's just showing off. Just tell the man what do you think it's worth, and he looks and he sniffs it again, and he even licks it, and he goes, well, if they were so corroded over, they definitely would be worth about 50 gold a bar, which is a nice rum sound for you. But with the corrosion and all that, I probably can only give you about 40 per bar.
Lionel looks at the other two. This is not a bad offer, if you wish to sell them.
That is on, and let's just be clear on this, that if you are truly going to, shall we say, bring that dilapidated building, if you want to call it that, up to par, there will be metal work and things that need to be taken care of, and I would want to be the one you would call upon first to come over and give you quotes on any and all things that need to be handled over there.
My friend, I think that is a good way to not only get to know you, but do you barter?
We could come up with something. You said when you are doing some of that work, you do know that you are going to need to visit with you need to get the proper permits and paperwork in place first before you start any construction, or they will shut you down. And you'll need to visit most of all the pertinent guilds that will require you to hire to do the work. And so I would say that you have definitely got your work cut out for you, but as long as you stick to the proper channels and take care of the guilds and employing their staff for the correct work, then there shall not be any problem. So, but I'm sure you know that already. So, but back to the gold itself.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yes. Is there any way you could put in a good word for us? I know that in a town of new peoples, as we are, that...
Trust me, when I make a mention of what is happening over here, the guilds will come find you.
Oh, that is very good. Lionel looks over at him and kind of gives him a shrug, like, what do you think?
Well, yeah.
Don't ask me, I'm just along for the ride.
This looks good. This only gets better and better, does it?
See if they'll...
Big man, what do you think? You are a part of this party as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it only gets better and better. This sounds good to me. Just
Okay. If you don't mind, we don't want to leave all of our party members out. We don't want to make a decision on our own. But you have given us a very fair offer, and if you will give us maybe a day to discuss,
I'm not going anywhere.
We will be
Kitty
back.
cat. I'll be right here.
Yes. Well, thank you
Like
for
I said,
your time.
I would check
your,
in with the magistrate in City Hall first to make sure what all's needed to be taken care of. And then the guilds will, once you file that paperwork, it will be a public record, and the guilds will come a-calling.
I'd like to ask offhand, do you know where one might procure crossbow bolts?
What does this look like? And he points over behind you. He points over behind him, and he's got there's crossbow bolts right there. And he goes, yes, right here, I have the metalwork, and right across from behind me in the back door is the bent nail. It is it's where the silly Tally is what we call him, Fell Branch. He runs the bent nail. He's a half elf. And he supplies the wood. I supply the metal.
Liam,
And he points behind the back door, and he's saying, back behind there, just look for the sign with a little bent nail sticking out of it.
Do you think this guy would have the answer whether or not the elf was a guy or girl?
Does it matter?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I mean,
They say he or she.
If you're interested in elves, then maybe we should ask. I don't know.
I'm fine. I just don't want to upset the wrong person.
Now, while that's going on, Grey Axe, what are you doing? Since you and Osric, you'll have to take over for the moment, but y'all are standing out in the street up there, and y'all had a task ahead of y'all. What were you wanting to do?
First I was gonna look for any an artist, an art painter type person shop, and if not, a museum. If not one of those around.
So, how will you go about doing that? You're standing in the middle of the street.
Are there people walking by?
Everywhere, even patrols.
All right. I'll go up to one of the guards, patrols, and ask if they have a moment of time for a quick question and direction.
Always. Make it quick, though.
Where would I find the nearest art shop that would sell paintings?
Well, there's the treasure house right down the street here. Go see Wareham's Books. And he points back down the way you came, and he's going to point to a building right here.
Okay.
He goes,
I'll head in that direction.
Yeah. So you will walk that way, and one of the buildings is going to catch your eye. When you come here, as you're walking by this building, you're going to see a sign it's basically looks like a big eye, like in a tiger eye and all that. And below it says Trench's Private Eye Services. And you just kind of, it was another eye, basically. For a moment you're staring at it, and then as you move on down, you come up and you will see a little hanging over the door is a charming little sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls, and above it says Bookworms Treasure House, and it is decadently gorgeous. The hardwood is that covers the front of the building. I mean, this is in immaculate condition, this building. Exact opposite of y'all's.
I like it. I'll step in.
You step in, and even the scent of books and of parchment hits your nostrils. And you're standing, it's a library. Man, it is 2 floors. The first 2 floors are just stocked full of books and scrolls. And you see a third floor is maybe kind of closed off. Maybe you're determining it could be living quarters. And you wait for a bit moment, you get a little dingling, the door when you open it up, and from behind the curtain there steps out a short gold dragonborn. And it's the dragonborn is it's a he. Welcome to Wyrm's treasure house. How can I help you? They call me Rishaw. Yeah, he's basically looking at you, an Osric, but a gold dragon to a red dragon.
Extend courtesies and say that I'm Grayax.
He'll basically give you a quick hello in Draconic, and I'm not even going to try, twist time of tongue, and you respond back.
I will state that I was pointed in the direction of this shop for a potential buyer of some painting.
Well, I would have to I could look at them. I mainly sell magical spells, scrolls, do things like that. But, depending on the painting, I might be interested in purchase them, or definitely as be a conduit to the guild to have them appraised for you if necessary.
Okay.
But I would need to see them.
I believe Osric and I took one.
Okay.
With us, so I'd pull it out.
Yeah, they are. There were 4 of them, and they were exquisite paintings of the 4 major cities up and down the Sword Coast: Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep. What else is? I'm going to forget the other 2 major cities.
Neverwinter.
Yeah, Neverwinter, and there's one other. Someone can. So, Sword Coast. While we're thinking this up, but there you go. And you grabbed it of Waterdeep, and he says, "Well, this is very nice. I will. I definitely should say we need to get this looked at, but not knowing for certain, they're." Yeah, that's just maybe out of my wheelhouse, but I definitely can get someone here to come appraise this if that's is what you want. It may take me a day.
Sure.
Would you want to leave it here, or would you want me to if you don't leave it here, how can I find you?
I can be back in the morning and drop it back off for you, if that'll work.
We'll see if I can try to get someone back here tomorrow morning. First thing.
Sounds good. I thank you for your time, and I expect you'll probably be seeing quite a lot of me, as I am quite the reader.
Oh, well, then we will have much to talk about. Plenty of books to read here. My library is quite extensive. Most of it is of magic, of lore and that such, but there are a few other treats in here if you find them. You must search, though. A good book is always needs to be searched, not just happened upon.
I agree, hopefully.
And Ostric's over there falling asleep. All right.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's basically bored. He doesn't care for books. All right, so you have an appointment back here with Rishal. The Page Turner is his name. Tomorrow morning. All right, and back to Lionel, Abdul, and Ginmare. We all have
Like,
asked about
Just
crossbow
everything.
bolts, but yes,
I
he
did
has.
want to buy a bunch of crossbow.
He has them sitting there. They're basically the same equipment guide. As for the costs that are in the so what is the weapons? Adventuring gear, crossbow bolts. A pack of 20 of them is a 1 gold piece.
Ooh. So 7 would be 7 silver. No, it wouldn't. Yeah, it'd be 7 silver, 7 crossbow bolts.
No, 20 crossbow bolts are a single gold.
Yeah.
So
I see.
You want a single crossbow bolt? That's 5 copper pieces each.
Right. Okay. So I need to spend 35 copper.
That's right.
To get 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
To replenish my current 20, and then I'll buy a further 20 with a gold piece. So
that's finally done. You can do that.
Copper.
Yep.
Okay. Let me go and move my money from inventory.
Yep. And Avi takes care of you while Embrick is still licking and looking at the bar and says, he looks back to you, Lionel. So, do you going to go speak with your other companions apparently, and you'll come back and I will buy the bars from you if need be.
This is the plan.
Okay.
Yes. Can you give us till morning?
Oh, I am always here working. I am under a big deadline, so I must excuse myself. And if we see you, we see you. But the door is always open. And he turns around and he pinches Avi's butt when he walks by. And
thank you for your time.
He says the door is always open, and then you look over at the door, and Abdel's trying to squeeze out the door.
Yeah. All right. So you come back outside the deal, and why don't we hold right there? It is almost 11 o'clock. All right. And you have some ideas and other things to start working up. But so you must understand this before you is definitely a huge detour from your normal D&D gameplay, but you have a business to open up and figure out what to do.
Need a break from almost getting our party demolished.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of other things that are going to happen. So don't get, this is vital to what you're going to the adventure. But y'all, one of the things that will come up, you've seen around town, and we'll get into that later on as y'all are progressing. There are notice boards placed in central locations, and they are basically want ads for services and all that. And so y'all will get it. Just put that on the list to check out next week. But you have a magistrate to go see, and y'all need to really basically. Your point is to blend in and just become one with the area. So you've got some more discovery to do, and to work out how the hell you're going to figure out to get this place up and running as a new establishment. Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, folks, we are done for the night. Good job as always, gentlemen. We will be back tomorrow night on the Wizards of the Couch channel with the beginner group, the Lost Mines of Phandelver, as they go into episode 3. And then we start next week, Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday or Sunday, the birthday week celebration. I will post on Discord the stuff that will be given out, but I'll also put it on Twitter. It is so we've got dice bags, and goodies to give away all next week, and then we'll be streaming all week. So and I don't know if we've announced it yet, but we're having Stephen Radley McFarlane from Paizo, or used to be Paizo. Now he's doing his own thing. He will be our guest on the 19th on the Wizards, along with his partner Beth Damus from Penny Arcade. We will be interviewing them on the channel. to talk about all that he's going to be doing now as a freelancer, off on his own, and his new Delve world and game system that he is putting together. So that will be the 19th, but don't be square. Be back on the channel tomorrow night on the Wizards channel, 8 o'clock for Lost Mines of Phandelver. And from there, we'll call it a night. Y'all be good and take care. We'll see you later.
All right, everybody.